Hi, let us come to the second video of this series, and here we shall focus on the Fayol's 14 principles of management. One of the most important set of principles that we study in management, and looking at this from the point of examination, this is one of the most commonly asked questions. You can expect questions in any level of exam that you take, be it CS Foundation or any exam that is related to management. Fayol's principles are very important. Now let us see the principles one after the other. Let's start with the first one. The first one is division of work. It's important that the work is divided into smaller bits. It becomes easy for the employees to understand the work and do well, and it also facilitates people to specialize in that work and work well. So the first principle of Fayol's 14 principles is division of work. The second one is authority and responsibility. Now we all know that authority and responsibility are two phases of the same coin. Now, as someone gains authority, along with that, the responsibility also increases. One cannot escape from responsibility if he has got authority. Responsibility without authority doesn't work. Similarly, authority without responsibility also doesn't work. So they are two important aspects of management: authority and responsibility. Next is discipline. Now, discipline in terms of work, discipline in terms of reporting, discipline in terms of discharging the duties is very important. Discipline rules the entire organization, and discipline is important in all the functions of management. Next comes unity of command. Now what does unity of command mean? There should be one clear command which is given to the employees, which will lead them to do the kind of work that the management expects. So unity of command should be there. There shouldn't be multiple commands coming from multiple people at different times. This will completely confuse the employee and the results would be affected. Next one, unity of direction. Now where are we heading towards? That's very important. We need to know what is the exact goal that the organization expects us to achieve. So this is the unity of direction. The next principle is subordination. When it comes to the subordination, now what is to be subordinated? The individual goals to the general goals. This is to be subordinated. Next comes remuneration. Now why does a employee work for an organization? We need to understand this very clearly. There may be multiple reasons. One of the reasons why an employee takes up a job in any organization is to earn money. So he has to be remunerated for the work he does. The next principle is centralization. Now what is centralization? Centralization is giving power to few people or a set of people in the organization who decide the rules, regulations, policies, the procedure in which the organization has to work. Although we tell that decentralization at times is better than centralization, but certain things are to be centralized in the organization. The next principle is the scalar chain. Scalar chain is how is the power and the authority is moving in the organizational hierarchy. So this becomes the scalar chain. Next comes the order. Now there should be order, like how it is important to have discipline in what is done. There should be a right order also in the job that is done in the organization. So the next principle that is laid by Fayol is the order. After this comes equity. Now equity and equality are the two most important things that the management has to achieve in an organization. It basically talks about kindness that the management shows or has towards its workforce and the trust that they command from the employees of the organization. The next principle would be stability of tenure. It's very important to ensure that the turnover in the organization is not too much. Now what is turnover? Turnover is people coming in and leaving the organization. It shouldn't happen. When a lot of people come in and leave the organization in very short tenure, it sends out a bad message to the entire society regarding the organization, and it is not good, keeping in mind the long-term perspectives of the employee's career also. So it is important that there is some sort of stability when it comes to the tenure of an employee in the organization. Next comes the initiative. Now what are initiative? Initiative is the proactive steps taken by the employees and the management to bring in some sort of development change in the organization, and that's the next principle of Fayol. And the last principle is Spirit de corps. Now what does it mean? It means that all the employees in the organization should work as a team, and they should achieve that team binding and bonding and ensure that teamwork works well and organization wins. So these are the 14 most important principles that is laid out by Fayol. Hope you liked this video. If you have liked it, please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Thank you.